The Adventures of Flip, Slowpoke, and Shelley. Together we can make a difference. One bright, warm morning in the meadow, Flip, Slowpoke, and Shelley were walking along a winding path, enjoying the soft sunlight and the gentle breeze. The birds were singing, and the flowers in the meadow were blooming, their petals reaching upward towards the sky. Everything felt peaceful and perfect until they saw a familiar face. In the distance, sitting alone by a small pond, was Terry, another turtle from their school. Terry's shell was dull, and he looked very sad. His head was resting on his arms, and he didn't seem to notice his friends approaching. "Hey, Terry!" Flip called out, waving his little arms. "Are you okay?" Terry slowly looked up, his eyes downcast. "Oh, hi, Flip," he said softly. "I don't know. I just feel kind of down today." Shelley and Slowpoke walked over to join Flip. "What's wrong, Terry?" Shelley asked with concern. Terry sighed. "Well, I've just been feeling a little lonely lately. I don't really know how to make things better. I feel like I'm not good at anything." Flip, Slowpoke, and Shelley all sat down beside Terry, looking at him with kindness. "You're a great turtle, Terry," Slowpoke said gently. "Sometimes we all feel sad, but that doesn't mean we're not special. You matter, and you're important to us." "But how can I make a difference?" Terry asked, looking up at his friends with a small, unsure smile. "I don't feel like I can do anything." Shelley thought for a moment, then smiled brightly. "Maybe it's not about doing something big. Sometimes the small things we do for each other can make a big difference. You've helped me before when I was feeling sad, Terry. Maybe today we can do something kind for you." Flip nodded eagerly. "Yeah, we could all work together and do something special for you, Terry. Kindness is like sunshine. It can help everyone grow." Terry blinked, a little surprised, but then smiled shyly. "You really think so?" "We do," said Slowpoke, his eyes twinkling with warmth. "Let's think of something we can do together to show you that we care." The three friends huddled together and began to think of ways to bring a little cheer to Terry. After a moment, Shelley's face lit up with an idea. "How about we all work together to plant a beautiful garden right here by the pond? We can make this place bright and colorful. Every time you see it, you'll remember that we're here for you." Terry's eyes brightened. "A garden? That sounds amazing." So Flip, Slowpoke, Shelley, and Terry got to work. They gathered seeds from nearby flowers and started planting them around the pond. Slowly but surely, the empty space started to bloom with colors: yellow daisies, blue forget-me-nots, and pink tulips, each one representing the love and kindness they had for Terry. They worked together, laughing and sharing stories as they planted the garden, their hearts full of joy. As the day went on, the garden grew more and more beautiful, and Terry began to feel something change inside of him. The sadness he had been feeling started to fade away, replaced by a warmth that filled him up. He looked around at the blooming flowers, at his friends working together, and he felt the love and care they had shown him. "This is amazing," Terry said, his eyes sparkling. "I can't believe how beautiful it is. Thank you, all of you, for helping me. I never felt so special." Slowpoke smiled at Terry. "You are special, Terry. and this garden will always remind you of how much you mean to us. God calls us to love one another and help each other, and today we did just that. Shelley nodded. Kindness, even in small acts, can change everything. We might not always feel like we can do something big, but every little act of love makes a big difference. Flip looked up at the bright, shining sky, feeling peaceful. And God loves us so much, He showed us how to love others too. Together, we can make the world a little brighter, one small act at a time. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the garden, the four friends sat down together, admiring the flowers they had planted. The air was soft and sweet. The garden glowed with the love they had put into it. "We did it," Terry said, smiling the biggest smile he had smiled in a long time. "Yes, we did," Flip said, his heart full of joy. "And this garden will always remind us that when we help each other, we make a difference." And so the turtles stayed by the pond, enjoying their time together. As they watched the stars begin to twinkle in the sky, they felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that God's love was shining through them, guiding them to love and care for each other. The end.